So in part 1, we learned about bail, what it exactly is, what are the different types of bails, what are the different offenses that in which a person can be granted a bail, and the ones where a person cannot be granted a bail. So today we would be discussing the question of who should be given a bail and what are the provisions in our constitution and in our legal system which determines whether a person is fit to obtain bail or not. This is a very important question and has been hotly debated for almost 7 decades since we ever got independence. Because the option of bail or jail affects both the individual and the society. Because if an innocent person goes to prison without getting a bail, that damages the fabric of legal system and reduces people's trust in it. Whereas a dangerous or habitual offender, when he gets bail, could damage the investigation and help him in avoiding justice, further reducing the trust in the system. So it is crucial to take every aspect into consideration before granting bail. That's where we have the section 437 of the Criminal Procedure Code, or the CRPC, which empowers two authorities to question the bail and whether a person should get it. These two authorities are the court and the officer in charge of the police station who has arrested or detained without warrant a person accused or suspected of commission of a non-bailable offense. So according to the CRPC of section 437, the trial court and the magistrate to whom the police produce the offender or whom the accused surrenders to have the authority to grant or deny bail to a person who has been charged with or suspected of having committed a non-bailable offense. As discussed in the previous video, a bailable offense is one where a person can be granted directive bail from the police station in crimes such as tax evasions, frauds, or mostly white-collar crimes, and not heinous crimes such as rape or murder, which are considered as non-bailable offense, which means only a court can grant them to the individual and not a police. So this section discusses the authority and discretion of a court and the police officer in charge of the police station to grant bail in non-bailable offense. It also establishes certain limitations of a police officer's authority to grant bail, as well as certain rights of an accused person to obtain bail when he is being tried by a magistrate. Before taking action, a station officer should be certain that the accused released on bail would not tamper the prosecution's ability to prove the guilt of the accused. The officer in charge must keep the bail bonds until they are released, either by the accused appearing in court or by an order from a competent court, and must note the reasons or exceptional grounds for releasing the accused in case diary. There are various criteria on which a person can be granted bail or can be denied bail. The legislature has divided these non-bailable offences into basically two categories for the purpose of determining whether a person should get the bail or be rejected for it. These two categories are offences that are punishable by death or life imprisonment and those that are not. An offence which is punishable by death or life imprisonment means it's a grave crime, often of the magnitude of first-degree murder, rape, arson, terrorism, etc. Crimes which are not considered as serious for death or life imprisonment could include hate speeches, second degree or third degree murder, culpable homicides, etc. If a station officer has reasonable reasons to suspect that a person has committed an offence for which the penalty is death or life imprisonment, the offender cannot be released on bond. Here, the police officer is not permitted to consider the age, sex, sickness, or disability of the individual, as only the court can use these parameters to decide whether the accused can be granted a bail or not. When a non-bailable offence is not punishable by death or life imprisonment, the officer in charge of the police station has the right to grant bail. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a nice day.